Alright, check-in number 1. We are officially 10 weeks out from our bodybuilding competition. These check-in videos will kind of just keep you updated on our physique, our macros, what our calories are, kind of like what we're eating, and all those little minor things leading up to the competition. This kind of helps educate you guys on like the small little details and the intricacies of a bodybuilding competition prep. It also kind of helps us keep accountable for uploading more videos onto YouTube because we really need to do that. So these videos will essentially be short and sweet, but also maybe we'll touch on like 1 or 2 minor topics to talk about just to keep it a bit longer, which just kind of contradicted what I said. So starting from last week, I was on a refeed week. The reason being was because my weight drops were meant to be around 800 grams per week, but as I was on the same macros for a while, my weight started to plateau and I didn't drop as fast. So giving me that refeed week was meant to kind of spike my metabolism to kind of help me speed up my weight loss again once I jump back onto the normal macros that I was on before. Seeing my average weight last week from that refeed, I did gain 300 grams, but on Monday, the time I'm recording this, I went in my lowest at 66.2, and so that's a good sign. Hopefully I do get that 800 gram drop this week. Wesley was like, if I don't drop at least 500 grams this week, I will have to reduce my macros and I will have to do a bit more cardio, which is something I do not want. So obviously I do really want to lose this weight with the same macros I'm on at the moment. So what are my macros? Macros and calories are 1800 calories. I'm on 200 carbs, 40 fat and 180 protein. I am currently doing 1500 calories worth of cardio each week, so 5 times a week, 300 calories a day for 5 days, and then I get 2 rest days that I don't have to do cardio. At the moment I'm just doing the Stairmaster, which isn't too bad, like no HIIT or anything like that. It's just 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. I can just watch, I don't know, an episode of anime or like just YouTube, and so it goes by pretty fast, so it's not too bad. It's just that the weather is super hot right now in Canberra and I just sweat buckets, but apart from that, smooth sailing, sort of. I still just don't like cardio in general, but you know, what can you do about it? What is my physique looking like? My physique, I mean, like, I feel like I'm definitely leaner than last competition. I'm just holding a bit more water. It's more clear to see that in my legs. In my last competition, the biggest downside was that my legs weren't shredded enough. I didn't have striated glutes or anything like that. And it was true because, you know, I'll throw out an excuse right now. I did have meniscus surgery about 6 months prior to the competition. So straight after the competition, you know, I hopped on with Wesley. I started dieting with him, or like tracking macros, and then we started looking pretty good. So I was like, all right, you know what, I'll just jump into a bodybuilding competition. So obviously my leg development wasn't there as much as it should have been, and it was clear because like my strength was going up during that cut because I haven't been training legs properly for about 6 months during that recovery time. So my last competition was 2017, I think it was, and ideally I would have bulked for another year and competed in 2020. I just find that that 2-year time gap would probably be a bit better than a 1-year time gap, especially for natural bodybuilders. We do need a lot of time just to make progress, and obviously now I just feel like my legs aren't as big as it should be. I just hope I don't get too skinny during this prep. That's the main thing. But the only reason why I did it now is because I'm 21 last year and I'm turning 22 this year, so I can only qualify for juniors this year. So if I wait another year, then I can't stingy out juniors, and I'm not on the top of that spectrum of juniors, you know, so that's why I'm doing it now. But after this competition, I'm not going to do it anymore for about 3 years. Got to give it a break, most definitely. Maybe might float towards powerlifting in my off season just to build up that strength so I have something to focus on, but that's another story and I'll just have to see how that goes. Training wise, yes, strength has definitely gone down. that's inevitable. I think that's for everyone. It really is just a mental game when you are on a calorie deficit. Like, you know that you could lift more, but your body can't physically handle that much weight and workload. Because obviously on a calorie deficit, your body wouldn't be recovering as fast as it usually does. I did find that I was injuring myself a bit more often lately. Like, I was pulling a muscle here and there, and it was only on like minor warm-ups and everything like that, so that kind of just like hindered my progress. And obviously the last thing you want, guys, is to kind of just injure yourself leading up to the competition, because you won't be able to train. You'll lose a lot more muscle than you actually would be than to just train and not, you know, hit those PBs or anything like that. And obviously I am still going through that mental game. I'm still trying to lift heavy, but like, I kind of know my limit now. But the most important thing is obviously to try hold on to that strength as much as you can within your power. Obviously, don't go overboard. But yeah, I think that was it for this week. Just a quick check-in. I think next week I'll tell you guys what I'm eating. Just this week is a bit weird because I decided to buy a bunch of potatoes and make potato chips. So it's not really the usual food that I'm eating, and I'm trying to get rid of all that as soon as possible so I can get back on track with my normal meal plan that I've set out. But yeah, so that'll be a topic for next week, but that's it for this week. So check-in number 1, done and dusted. Quite easy video, so you can definitely expect to see these next week and the week after, check-in 2, 3, 4, leading up to the competition. And like I said in the previous video, obviously we will be uploading vlogs as well if anything useful is happening. Yeah, I should probably mention why we're doing this. The reason why we are doing this is because as much as we would like to vlog every day, there's not much happening in our lives. I mean, majority of the time I'm just sitting at home on my computer doing PANDA work, so is Wesley. And I feel like a lot of people wouldn't really want to see that, and I wouldn't know how to make that entertaining to watch at all. So these weekly check-ins will kind of just help keep you updated, and we'll upload more vlogs. How I'm feeling from the massage, I should probably mention that. If you didn't watch the last video, I did go get a deep tissue massage from Burhan. It felt pretty good. I mean, it was painful, but the way I'm feeling now, I feel like I'm a lot more relaxed. I'm not feeling as tight, if you know what I mean. Like, usually most of the days I'd feel sluggish and tight and everything like that, but because after the deep tissue massage, it's kind of helped me release my tensions and everything like that. So it's definitely good. If you ever feel like you need to be released, you're feeling tight, you're feeling any tension or knots, and you're living in Canberra, definitely hit Burhan up. Knows his stuff, explains everything he's doing. Even just get a once over. It's pretty simple. It's a 1-hour session. Not too sure how much it is. I got it as a gift for my birthday, but definitely hit him up. And yeah, that was it for this week, guys. See you in the week 2 check-in. Oh wait, no, see you in the week 9 check-in. 9 weeks out check-in. That's what we're seeing you in. Peace.